What's up, YouTube? This is Andrew with Team WTF Trinity, and today I have a deck profile for you, and it is Tengu Fables. So let's start it out. First, we got 3 Fabled Grimros. It's pretty much a staple in every single Fable deck. It's the main searcher of the deck. And next, we have 3 Cerberals. One of the main tuners. Whenever it's discarded, you can special summon it. 3 Ganashias. It's pretty much the same as Cerberal, except it's not a tuner, and it's 3-star. We got 3 Chawas. It's the main discarder of the deck. It's really good, so you could special summon this by like discarding Ganashi or Cerberal, and then you can just sync from there. We have 2 cruises. I'm only running 2 just because there's not really that much room in this deck from all the other cards that I have, and it sort of clogs up the hand if you draw into like 2. So, and then we have 1 Nizuchi, 1 Kushano. Pretty much if you get 1 Kushano in the grave, you can just keep going off from there. Like if he's in the grave, you can discard a card to add him to your hand, and then you can special summon. Like if you have Kushano in the grave, you can discard a Ganashia, special summon that, and then normal summon this and sync a 6. So, well, that's it for the Fabled lineup, and we'll move on. We got 3 Reborn Tengus. It's very good in this deck because you just sync like crazy. 2 Doppel Warriors. Don't really have, well, since it's pretty much special summoning from the graveyard, it's easy for him to get out, and then you just get the tokens and you can sync more. 1 the Tricky. It's another discarder, and it's a beat stick, 2000 tech. Dandelion. You should know what Dandelion does. It's really good in this deck. You get the tokens, go into like Formula Synchron with the Chawa. 1 Sangan for searching out everything, and 1 Morphing Jar, another card discard. And as you can see, blue lettering, signed by Paul Cooper. Anyways, onto the spells. I run 2 MSTs, 1 Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Book of Moon, Mind Control. And in this deck, I would advise you running Card Destruction, and this is sort of card that I teched in. It's Lightning Vortex. You get pluses from it because you can discard 1 and like special summon it, and then you get to destroy your enemy's monster. So, 1 Pot of Avarice, recycling those Tengus and everything else in the deck, and 1 for 1. Now onto the traps. I only run 4 traps. Not really needed because it's more of an OTK deck, but Mirror Force, a Torrential, Solemn Judgment, and Regeki Break. Regeki Break is really good because you can get your you can special summon by discarding, and you get destroy cards. So now onto the extra deck. I run 1 Formula Synchron, Fabled Kudabi. I like Fabled Kudabi over Unicore because most of the time I don't have any cards in my hand, and like half the time I don't have the same amount of cards as my opponent, so Unicore's effect is pretty much useless. But moving on, we got 3 Reagans. It's the main sinker of the deck. It's a 5-star, and if I have less than 2 cards in my hand, I keep drawing until I have 2 cards. So he's really good because I'm always down cards in my hand. 1 Catastor staple, 1 Guy Knight, pretty much just to be sick, and trying to find a Bryanak. So 1 Black Rose, 1 Colossal, 1 Stardust, a Fabled Valkyries. He is really good because you can discard a Fiend type monster which is pretty much half the Fableds, and you get to draw a card for it. So you get 2 pluses out of him. And he has 2,900 attack, so he's a beat stick. 1 Shooting Star, pretty easy to get out in this deck because of all the tokens you get. And yeah, with the like Trawa and a token, you can get easy Formula Synchron, and then Tengus, you can go into Stardust. Then we have a Fabled Leviathan. I hardly ever go into him, but he's really good in times where I need him, because he's 3,000 attack. And when he's set to the graveyard, I can add 3 Fableds to my hand. So next we have one Trishula, a staple, and one Adrius. I really like Adrius in this deck just because I sink into Reagan a lot. So, and he's not that high of an attack. So I just overlay and get into Adrius, and I can destroy their monsters and stuff. So that wraps up the deck. If you have any questions, post it in the comments and stuff, and don't forget to subscribe. So thanks for watching.